Hello viewers, welcome to the next video of this section, Manipulating and Transforming XML Documents. In the previous video, we manipulated JSON. In this video, we will 1. Generate XML data, 2. Parse XML data, 3. Parse XML data and modify it. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language, which you can refer from the wiki page and is designed to represent, transport, and store hierarchical data in trees of nodes. You can use XML to communicate with different systems and store configuration files, complex entities, and so on. They all use a standard and powerful format. Delphi has had good support for XML for more than a decade now. All the basic XML-related activities can be summarized with the points, which are 1. Generate XML data, 2. Parse XML data, 3. Parse XML data and modify it. In this video, you will see how to carry out all these activities. Create a new VCL application and drop 4 T-button and a T-memo. Align all the buttons as a toolbar at the top of the form and the memo to the remaining form client area. From left to right, name the buttons BTN Generate XML, BTN Modify XML, BTN Parse XML, and BTN Transform XML. The real work on the XML will be done by the TXML document component. So, drop one instance of the form and set its DOM vendor property to Omni XML. For this, we will use static data as our data source. A simple matrix is enough for this video. Just after the implementation section of the unit, write this code. We will use a T-memo to display the XML and the data. To keep things clear, create a public property called XML on the form and map its setter and getter to the memo1.lines.text property. Use this code. Here, the methods are declared and the implementation code is written here. Now, we need to create event handlers for each button. For BTN Generate XML, write this code. Now, we have to write the code to change the XML. In the BTN Modify XML, click Event Handler. Write this code. Write this code under the BTN Parse XML, click Event Handler. Finally, write this code under the BTN Transform XML, click Event Handler. Now, add this function in your form implementation section. Run the application by hitting F9 or by going to Run. Click on the BTN Generate XML button and you should see some XML data in the memo. Click on the BTN Modify XML button and you should see some more XML in the memo. Click on BTN Parse XML and you should see the same data as before, but in normal text representation. After the third click, you should see something similar to this. This is the text representation of the XML data generated and modified. Now, copy the cars.xml and cars.xslt files from the respective video folder to the parent folder of your project folder and click on the BTN Transform XML button. The system default browser should appear, showing something like this. This is the XML data transformed to HTML using an XSLT transformation. Here, the first button generates the XML representation of the data in our matrix. We've used some car information as sample data. Note that the prices of the cars are not real. To create an XML attribute, there are 3 fundamental TXML document methods which are shown on screen. There are other very useful methods, but these are the basics of XML generation. The BTN Modify XML button loads the XML into the memo and appends some other data, another car, to the list. Then it updates the memo with the new updated XML. These are the most important lines to note. The code under the btn parse XML click event handler allows us to read the display as normal text the XML data navigating. The code under the btn parse XML click event handler allows us to read the display as normal text the XML data navigating through XML tree. The code under the btn transform XML click event handler uses the XSLT transformation in cars.xslt and the data in cars.xml to generate a brand new HTML page. The XSLT code is as shown here. There are many things to say about XML ecospace. There are XML engines that provide facilities to search data in an XML tree, which is XPath, to validate an XML using another XML, which is XML schema or DTD. Another XML, XSLT, and many others use list of XML markup language, which you can refer from this link. The good thing is, just like XML, the DOM object is also standardized. So every library that is compliant to the standard has the same methods, from Delphi to JavaScript and from Python to C++. TXML document allows you to select the DOM vendor implementation. By default, there are 3 implementations available. 1. MSXML. It is from Microsoft, implemented as COM objects. Supports XML transformations. It is available only on Windows, so no Android, iOS, or Mac OS X. 2. OmniXML. Much faster than ADOM and based on the open source project. It is cross-platform, so is available on all the supported Delphi platforms. If you plan to write XML handling code on mobile or Mac, this is the way to go. 3. ADOM XML. It is a quite old open-source Delphi implementation. Does not support transformations. It is available on all the supported Delphi platforms. It is still in Delphi for backward compatibility. Consider the Omni XML instead. TXML document uses a Windows-only vendor by default. If you're designing a FireMonkey application that is intended to run on other platforms than Windows, select a cross-platform DOM vendor. XSLT allows you to transform an XML to something else using another XML as a style sheet. As we saw in this video, you can use an XML file and an XSLT file to generate an HTML page that shows the data contained in the XML using XSLT to format the data. This function loads the XML and an XSLT documents from 2 string variables. Then we use the XSLT document to transform the XML document. Here is the detailed code. This function doesn't know about the output format because it is defined by the XSLT document. The result could be an XML, an HTML, a CSV, or a plain text, or whatever the XSLT defines. But the code does not change. XSLT could be really useful. I recommend that you go and visit this link for further details on the language. Nice! This video showed us how to manipulate and transform XML documents. In our next video, you'll see some stream utilization examples.